Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for clicking and welcome to my channel. I design clothes, textile patterns, and I overall just really like making things. I hope you enjoy your time here and let's get started. This video is a tutorial on how to put together my lovely t-shirt pattern, which is available for download in my Etsy shop. I will be covering everything from printing out the pattern to how to use the adjustment line to sewing it all together, so if you need help on a specific step, I am including timestamps so you can skip to what you need. First is printing the pattern. Once you have downloaded the pattern file from your order, you need to make sure to print the pattern at 100% scale. This option should be listed in the printing window on your computer. There is a border around the content of each page, and the entire border should be visible on the page. This is what you will use to assemble the pattern later. Check the print preview to see if it is positioned correctly and the border is visible on all sides. If not, what worked for me was putting the orientation option into auto. Print the test sheet first and measure the test square to make sure the pattern is printing at the correct size. Also check that the border around the content of this page is visible on all sides once it's printed. Once you've verified that the scale is correct, you can print out the rest of the pattern. After you have all the pages, lay them in order according to the page numbers in the circles on the pattern. The circles are notated as column number / row number. So 1/1 is column 1, row 1. 2/1 is column 2, row 1, etc. When they are laid out in order, you can tape them together, lining up the borders to each other, line to line. You can cut off or fold over the extra paper outside of the border to help with lining up the pages. Since this pattern was originally made by me for me, the fit is for people with longer torsos. But if you have a shorter or even longer torso than I do, don't worry. I included an adjustment line at the center of the t-shirt body and it is very simple to use. This adjustment line will allow you to adjust where the waist curve lays on your body. To determine whether you may need to use this adjustment line, measure your back length. This is the measurement from the base of your neck to your waistline. And compare this measurement to the measurement listed on the pattern size chart for the size you are planning to cut out. If the measurement is either shorter or longer than the pattern chart measurement, you might need to use the adjustment line to make sure the waist curve hits at the right spot on you. For example, if you are a size 36, the pattern lists the back length as 18 inches. If your back length is 17 inches, all you have to do is cut the pattern at the adjustment line, overlap the pattern 1 inch, and tape. Or if you are a size 36 and have a 19-inch back length, you cut the pattern the same way, but instead of overlapping 1 inch, you spread the pattern apart 1 inch, and then put some pattern paper behind the gap and tape to make the pattern one piece again. A good way to check if the waist curve is where you want it to be is to hold the pattern piece up to your body and see if the waist curve falls roughly where your waist is. This way you can get an idea of how the shirt will fit without cutting your fabric. Since everyone's body is different, there might be some tweaking to be done to get your personal ideal fit, but hopefully the adjustment line instructions get you very close. Once the waist is adjusted to your preferences, any other length adjustment can be made at the hemline of the t-shirt body pattern piece. Alright, once the pattern is adjusted and cut out, we can cut out our fabric pieces. Make sure to use knit fabric with 25% stretch for this project. And when laying out the pattern pieces, pay attention to the direction of stretch and all other layout indicators listed on the pattern pieces. I am making view A, so I'm cutting out 1 high neck, 1 scoop neck, their respective facings, and 2 sleeves. For this shirt, I am using organic cotton knit with one of my own designs on it. This is from my vintage pink collection, which is available in my Spoonflower shop. I really like pink and ivory together. I think it gives off such a warm and soft vibe. And the geometric flowers are very cute for a t-shirt. I also have a vintage blue and a vintage green collection if pink isn't your thing. My designs are also available in other types of fabric and home decor items if you have a different project idea or want to buy something ready-made. I have a lot of different designs available, so hopefully you can find something that fits your style. Now that everything is cut out, we can start sewing. Remember to use a serger, overlock, or stretch stitch on a sewing machine to maintain the stretch of the fabric. I like to start with the shoulder seams followed by attaching the sleeves. After the shoulder seams are sewn, line up the center of the sleeve curve with the shoulder seam and pin. Then pin the corners and ease the fabric in between evenly to line up all the edges. It seems to be very common to do the shoulder and side seams of a shirt first and then sew the sleeves in a circle, but I find this way a lot easier because everything is laying flat. It won't affect the outcome of the shirt though if you choose to do the circle method, so do what you feel comfortable with. I also like this way because I can sew the side seams and the underarm seams in one go. Alright, this t-shirt is almost done. Next is the facing. I really like using facings on knit fabrics because I think it makes finishing the neckline a lot easier and it lays really nicely once you're done. Plus facings are super easy to apply. Sew the facings together at their shoulder seams, then sew the facings right side together to the neckline. After sewing, flip it to the inside so the facing is no longer visible from the outside of the shirt. Then just flip up the hem allowance for the t-shirt hem and the sleeves and sew those down as well. Almost there. Trim away the excess fabric from the neckline and the hems. I am leaving these raw since my fabric will not fray or unravel, which most knits do not. But if your particular fabric will unravel, you can finish these edges with a serger or an overlock stitch to make the shirt more durable in the wash. Alright, we're all done. I really like how this one turned out, and I made a few more with different designs from my Spoonflower shop. I have the links to each of my designs featured in this video, the t-shirt pattern, as well as my general Spoonflower shop page and my general Etsy shop page in the description. And I had all these designs printed on the organic cotton knit option, which is probably my favorite fabric option, especially for t-shirts. It is a very versatile knit that isn't too thin or too thick, plus it's 100% organic cotton, so it's eco-friendly. If you liked this video and want to see more, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to. Let me know which pattern was your favorite in the comments. I don't know which one is my favorite. They all have such different vibes to them, so I like them all for different reasons. Thanks for watching!